Now we have Hunger Games 14. District 1 is a returning champion from 13, Niles. Niles is one of the SG4 characters which are kind of powerful. He can also become SMG0, if I remember correctly. But beside him is the chat robot himself, Metal Sonic. He is one of the most strongest characters, and this guy knows how cool he is. So it could be Metal Sonic is still one of the most stronger and faster characters here, and since he's a copy of Sonic, he's the most fastest here. District 2, it's Earl. I think he probably have the same exact speed with Metal Sonic, I don't know. But Earl is from the famous movie from Sonya Pictures. Earl over here, you know him. We probably know him since the Flint Lockwood meme. And he's running. But he's still strong at his own time. And this guy been through a lot of crap, just like his friends. And alongside him is Toon. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I think it's Toon. Yeah, I think that's how you spell his name. Toon's is the main character of his own YouTube channel, Toon Fans. And I don't really know much about this guy. Since he's the main character, I don't know. But here's the thing. This Hunger Games not only have one, not two, but three characters from Toon Fans. Bro, do you really want the Toon Fans character to win? Yes, I know that Evan won, but okay, that's too much. We got Mr. Werewolf. And we also have Mr. Michael. I think Mr. Michael is a villain, I think so. Anyways, now let's go to District 2. I already go to District 2. Okay, District 4. It's Nemo from Finding Nemo. Okay, so I don't know what Nemo's gonna do. Yes, I know Nemo may be a child and is a fish. But this is a child fish who's able to literally experience so much crap. That is like getting kidnapped to saving Dory. Next up is Tomater. Yes, two Pixar characters. Mater is best friends to Lightning McQueen, and Mater is it's not just an old tow truck, but he's also a cool and funny guy. He's also a spy, so yeah. District 5, it's Bot. I don't know much about the series that she is in, but she kind of looks like a Battle for Dream Island character, even though the show is not the show that I just said. And now we got Sidestepper from Mario. Okay, he's a crab and he can pinch things, but in his original appearance, which is Mario Bros, the arcade game, he doesn't really do much. He's just the Koopa. But if you hit him once, he goes angry mode and becomes faster, and when you hit him again, he's toppled over. But if you see in Mario Bros, whenever you hold a person too long when he's knocked out, they become a lot more faster. And this guy is literally... So if he got hit, I think he would get a lot more. But since he'll get hit and become angry, I think he... Next up is Kazme from Freddy and Friends. This goofy all looking guy. I never seen a lot of Freddy and Friends, so I don't know much about this guy, but I don't know. Now we got Terrant. Are you serious, ain't you? Another planet? Bro, how many planets do we need to add? But this is a fictional character, not something which is real like Jupiter, which got killed by a Toon Fence character. Okay, so District 7, we got, I don't know, he says extracted character, so, but I don't know which extracted character that he's talking about. So I'm just gonna choose Kaufmo, extractive Kaufmo to be exact. But comment down below if you want to see Kaufmo to be in this Hunger Games. Next up, it's Monokomi. It's a bear, and I don't know, since I think I mainly take. Okay, I think I'm about to say Luigi fan, but this is non-Luigi fan, and I don't. Okay, so District 8 is Freddy Krueger. I'm surprised I don't even have a horror character, I think. So, Freddy Krueger, since he's a horror character, he is, scary, and since he has an arm with sharp objects on his fingers, this guy could probably attack. And since he's a horror character, of course he will do a lot of killing. And next up, it's Squid from Minecraft. Just a squid from Minecraft. What is this thing going to do? Well, at least Nemo has something. This squid doesn't even do anything. Next up is Casey from Aphmau. Judging by every Aphmau character I have, all of them goes bye 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 bye. I think I just invented a new tongue twister. Bye bye after bye bye after bye bye after bye bye. Yeah, that actually would be a good tongue twister. Anyways, KC. I don't know what to say about KC, but now we got Strong Bad. I don't know who the hell is this guy, and I'm just gonna skip. Now we got the characters I chose. Now we got Toad from SNG. I mean, no, not Toad from SNG4. It's Toad from Mario. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. He is the winner of my wheel for my hunger. And since I choose two winners, one of the winners is Toad, and the other winner is Elmer Fudd. Yes, Elmer Fudd from Looney Tunes. I really want to see how Elmer Fudd does here. Bro has the gun and everything. Next up is Melanie from SNG4. Well, looks like there's another. And I think Niles and Melody are gonna get a huge fight. And now we got the goofball himself, Goofy. This guy is funny and cool. So, but since he's usually goofy, I think he will. But since Goof always cause a lot of destruction and random stuff, I think Goofy will be just fine, I think. Next up is the man, the legend, Mr. Game & Watch. I really want to add Mr. Game & Watch, but only for me to... But then when I try to enter his name with... If you press shift and this one, you see this little thing and this... It cannot work, and when I put N, it works. So I just wasted my time, a few years, but still we have Mr. Game & Watch, and now we got the guy that get the smudge out of here. Oh, come on now. Oh, there we go. The guy who knows how to aura farm, I think. I'm not a Dragon Balls fan, so I don't know about this guy, but We got Piccolo from Dragon Balls. This guy's probably one of the more powerful characters here, but let's start. As the tribute stand at the podiums, the horn sounds. Mami Como grabs a sword. Well, that was quick. Piccolo runs away from the cornucopia. Mr. Game & Watch runs away from the cornucopia. Okay, now we got off to a 3-4 characters. Tyra, Squid, Casey, and Metal Sonic shares everything they gathered before running. Well, that's surprising. Kazme runs away from the cornucopia. Bot runs away from the cornucopia. Niles and Earl fights for a bag. Niles gives up and retreats. Well, looks like so it looks like Earl is the strongest here. Like Niles is. Goofy runs away from the cornucopia. Toad and Mater fight Sidestepper and Toad. Sidestepper and Toad survive? Whoa. Right off the bat, 2 characters are now dead. And a Sidestepper and Toad team up and survive? Okay, I think my brain just get confused in this, but Freddy Krueger snatches a pair of scythes. What do you need a scythe for? You literally have sharp things on your finger. Extractive Kaufmo finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Melody runs away from the cornucopia. Mr. Rumble, Elmo Fudd, and Michael work together to get as many supplies as possible. Looks like, I think Strong Bad shoots a poisonous blow dart into Nemo's neck, slowly killing him. Well, those are the other draw I think day 1. Toad makes a slingshot. Toad, you could have just. Never mind. Metal Sonic tends to Bot's wounds. Extractive Cosmos goes to the cave. Goofy diverts Squid's attention and runs away. I think Goofy is the one that sees Squid and then he runs away. Sidestepper questions his sanity. Kazme collects food from a tree. Mr. Game & Watch makes a slingshot. Why do you need a slingshot for? You literally have a bomb and a barrel. Oh wait. You literally have a bomb and some other things. Chonray searches for a water source. Earl makes a wooden spear. Casey receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Niles explores the arena. Michael searches for firewood. Freddy Krueger chases Elmer Fudd. It actually makes sense because Freddy Krueger is, like I said again, a horror character, and Elmer Fudd is, well, a cartoon character. And since Elmer Fudd is usually a coward, it makes sense. Strong Bat fishes. Piccolo falls into a pit and dies. Well, so much for aura farming. Mani Como receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mr. Rayworth receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. And Melody receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Tone, District 2. Mater, District 4. Nemo, District 4. And Piccolo, District 12. Piccolo dies at the stupidest. Wait a second. Earl sends an explosion out, killing Niles and Strong Bad? Yeah, okay, Earl is the strongest here tonight. But now bro blows them up. Well, looks like Earl blows up the person who's weaker to him. And also Strong Bad. Mr. Game & Watch and Mr. Where He Works run into each other and decide to choose for the night. Sidestepper attracts Kaufmo, Toad, and Freddy Krueger tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. I think Freddy Krueger. I think these three should not talk about the ghost stories. I think they should talk about themselves because Freddy Krueger, Extractive Cosmo, Sidestepper, I don't know much about. I don't think Toad is a horror character. But once again, Toad and Sidestepper working together. Bot starts a fire. Turnries receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Elmer Fudd destroys his squid supplies while he's asleep. Goofy thinks about winning. Looks like his goofy brain must have think that he's gonna win. Monokozo and Kazme talked about the tribute still alive. Melody tends to her wounds. Michael, Metal, Sonic, and Casey work cheerfully sing songs together. Day 2. Mr. Raywolf, Squid, Monokoma, and Casey raids Extractive Cosmos Campbell he's hunting. Bro, what did Extractive Cosmo do to you guys? Kazme searches for a water source. Mr. Game & Watch receives hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Toad and Elmer Fudd hunt for the tribute. Earl steals from Melody while she isn't looking. Michael and Freddy Krueger split out to search for resources. Metal Sonic, Sidestepper, Tron, and Bot hunts for other tributes. Goofy camouflages himself in the bushes. 2 cannon shots can be heard at a distance. Niles, District 1, and Strong Bad, District 9. Night 2. Michael, Goofy, Casey, and Squid tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Metal Sonic, Sidestepper, Elmer Fudd, and Melody, Melonly sleeps and shifts. Mr. Raywolf destroys Toad's supplies while he's asleep. Monokoma attempts to start fire but is unsuccessful. Earl tries to sing himself to sleep. Kazme goes to sleep. Charlie kills Bob with a sickle? Well, Extractive Cosmo receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Freddy Krueger tends to Mr. Game & Watch's wounds. Damn it. Monokoma forces Charlie to kill Freddy Krueger or Kazme. He decides to kill Freddy Krueger. Well, looks like a horror character has to go down that fast. Looks like Earl diverts Toad's attention and runs away. Melonly sees smoke rise in existence but decides not to investigate. Elmer Fudd makes a slingshot. Don't you already have a gun? Metal Sonic dies trying to escape the arena. Well, rip Metal Sonic, at least he did better than Piccolo. Mr. Raywolf hunts for other tributes. Goofy steals from Squid while he isn't looking. Casey, Mr. Game & Watch, Extractive Cosmo, and Mr. Michael raids Sidesteppers Campbell he's hunting. Well, it looks like Bro, what? 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bot, District 5. Freddy Krueger, District 8. And Metal Sonic, District 1. Night 3. Mr. Game & Watch and Goofy tell stories about themselves to each other. Well, it looks like 2 Goofy characters are talking. Momokoma, Melonly, Kazme, Sidestepper, and Casey sleeps and shifts. Tron receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Mr. Michael receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Toad tends to start fire but is unsuccessful. Earl receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. I wonder what's Earl gonna do with it. Mr. Ray sets a camp for the night, and Squid tends to Elmer Fudd's wounds, and Extractive Cosmo sees smoke rise in its distance but sees a fire but stays hidden. Mr. Michael thinks about home. Okay. Mr. Game & Watch runs away from Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd has a gun. Sidestepper and Extractor Kaufmo work together for the day. Kazme travel to higher ground. Earl searches for firewood. Goofy sees smoke rise in the distance but decides not to investigate. Mr. Rayleigh overhears Turing and Momokoma talking in the distance. Casey runs away from Toad. Squid hunts for the tributes, and Melody travels to high ground. No cannon shots. Yep, no cannon shots. Terry and Momokoma talk about the tribute still alive. They're talking again. Melody and Earl huddle for warmth. Mr. Raveworth and Mr. Michael hold hands. Mr. Game & Watch receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Extractive Kaufmo receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Squid and Casey run into each other and set the truth for the night. Elmer Fudd receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Boy, you have a gun. Goofy sees fire but stays hidden. Sidestepper starts a fire. Toad and Kazme hold hands. No one's fighting. Like, what's going on? Day 5. Kazume overhears Melody and Mr. Game & Watch talking in the distance. Mr. Raywolf chases Earl. Sidestepper sees smoke rise in the distance but it's not done to investigate. Monikomo throws a knife into Terratron's head. Looks like it's the big betrayal. Extracted Cobmo tries to spearfish with a trident. Casey, Goofy, and Mr. Michael hunt for the tributes. Toad searches for firewood. Elmer Fudd goes hunting. Why does that make sense? Well, that makes sense because Elmer Fudd is a hunter and he goes hunting. And Squid is pricked by thorns for picking berries. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and it's Terratron from District 6. Night 5. Kazme stays awake all night. Extractive Kaufmo tends to his wounds. Squid and Casey run into each other and decide to choose for the night. Well, the two are teaming up. Mr. Michael and Elmer Fudd run to each other and decide to choose for the night. Sidestepper sees smoke rise in the sees a fire but stays hidden. Melody destroys Earl's supplies while he's asleep. Well, look, I ain't going to Melody's funeral. Mr. Raveworth, Momokoma, Toad, and Mr. Game & Watch sleeps in shifts. Goofy sits out camp for the night. Kazume, Goofy, Mr. Wo, and Toad track down and kill Elmer Fudd. Well, looks like Elmer Fudd is not gonna be. Mr. Game & Watch stabs Squid in the back while his back is turned, and Casey discovers a cave. Earl is unable to kill Melody to convince Melody not to kill him. Well, looks like the betrayal happened twice already. Sidestepper bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Extractive Kaufmo attacks Mr. Michael, but he manages to escape. Well, Mr. Michael has to be lucky because he never gets extracted. And Momokoma falls into a pit and dies. Bruh! What the heck was that one? 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Elmer Fudd, District 10, Squid, District 8, Earl, District 2, Sidestepper, District 5, and Nomokoma, District 7. Night 6. Mr. Game & Watch, Kazime, Mr. Michael, Toad, and Extractive Kaufmo sleeps in shifts. Goofy strangles Mr. Railroad with a rope. Casey and Melody hold hands. Defeats. It couldn't call but returns to food supplies, weapons, and ammo for the Trivia's families. Casey sobs while gripping a photo of her friends and family. Well, that makes sense for Casey's character. Toad decided not to go to the feast. Kazume decided not to go to the feast. Goofy decided not to go to the feast. Melody strangles Mr. Game & Watch after engaging in a fistfight? Are you serious, Mr. Game & Watch? Bro. And Mr. Michael decided not to go to the feast. And Extractor Kaufmo decided not to go to the feast. Casey forces Goof to kill Melody or Toad. He refuses to kill, so Casey kills him instead? Well, that makes sense in character for Goofy, but it's not in character for Casey. Extracted Kaufmo picks flowers. Kazume and Mr. Michael hunt for other tributes. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Mr. Rolf, District 3. Mr. Game & Watch, The Legend, District 12. And the legendary Goofy will go down in his own way of love. District 11. Night 7. Melody stays out camp for the night. Kazume thinks about winning. Extractive Kaufmo is unable to convince Casey not to kill him? How was she able to kill Extractive Kaufmo? Mr. Michael attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful, and Toad tried to treat his infections. Day 8. Mr. Michael injures himself. Kazume scares Casey off, and Toad steals from Melody while she isn't looking. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and it's Extractive Kaufmo, District 7. Night 8. Mr. Michael begs for Melody to kill him. She refuses, keeping Michael alive. Oh, so you kill Mr. Game & Watch, but refused to kill Mr. Michael? Casey receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Toad is working stays at work all night, and Kazume screams for help. Day 9. Mr. Michael makes a slingshot. Kazume, Casey, and Toad talk in the distance, and Melody questions her sanity. No cannon shots. Kazume screams for help. Michael and Casey fights Melody and Toad. Michael and Casey survives? Looks like Casey has a chance to win. Michael stabs Kazume with a tree branch, and Casey bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Well, that's a big rip. Wait a second. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Melody, District 11, Toad, District 10, Kazume, District 6, and Casey, District 9. Once again, another Toon Fans character won, and it's Mr. Michael from District 3. Once again, and I think this is probably the first ever Hunger Games character from a franchise that win in Hunger Games. I'm not counting the Revive Hunger Games, because the Revive Hunger Games is, I think, is to me a spin-off, and just adding the characters. But this is probably the first franchise Toon Fans to have 2 characters in a main Hunger Game win. So I'm actually surprised for that. Mr. Michael won by 3 kills. Casey got second place with 4 kills. Toad got 3 kills as well. Whoa, so looks like the 5 characters over here all have one each kill. Kazume being the one with the least kills with 1 kill only. Casey is a little savage out here. She ended up killing everyone, only for her to die due to the most stupidest way possible. Imagine getting so much kills only for you to die in the stupidest way possible. And looks like Mr. Michael from Toon Fans have won. The end. Bye bye.